Drinking water is essential to life, but not all water is created equal. Contaminants like bacteria, viruses, and chemicals can pose significant health risks. Discover how to ensure your drinking water is safe and clean. But before that, stop! Would you drink this water right from the tap? What about this water that comes from the water treatment plant? Are either of these safe? Let's look at what defines a safe drinking water and how the tap water compares with RO water. There are a bunch of parameters that need to be checked for the water safety. Well, not all of these parameters are harmful, but it constitutes a good drinking experience. For example, the first parameter you'd like to check is for the pH. So this determines whether your water is acidic or alkaline. A value less than 7 is acidic and a value greater than 7 is alkaline. Typically, we like to keep the range between 6.5 to 8.5. Though the pH does not cause an immediate risk, it can cause skin irritations and rashes. With the pH meter, we see a value of 7.33 for the treated water, which is within the recommended drinking limits. Similarly, the pH of the tap water is seen as 7.92. There are a lot of proponents for alkaline water, which has a pH over 9.5. There are still a lot of studies yet to be done to prove its worth, so take all these with a grain of salt. For pleasant drinking experience, you wouldn't want to have any kind of smell coming from your water. If you do, you got a lot of work. You gotta check your plumbing lines, you gotta check out your entire filtration system, what's happening, where you're getting the water from. You may have come across the term hard water. This is nothing but the presence of calcium and magnesium in your water. Drinking hard water may cause digestive issues, and prolonged consumption of calcium can impact your kidneys as well. Here we will have a quick look at the concentration of calcium in your water. Make up a known volume of the water and add patent and reader's reagent to this. Titrate this against EDTA until the color changes from pink to blue. The concentration of calcium should be below 75 mg per liter. Our tap water results show a value of 74.5 mg per liter, while the treated water has only 26 mg per liter. High levels of chloride in your water can lead to corrosion in your metal pipelines that transport this water and can cause leakages in future. High levels of chloride can lead to digestive problems once again and kidney failure. Thus, the recommended concentration of chloride should be kept within 250 mg per liter. Take known volume of water in the conical flask and add a few drops of indicator, which is potassium chromate in this case. Titrate the solution with 0.01 normality silver nitrate until a reddish-brown precipitate of silver chromate appears. Chloride content is then calculated using the formula shown here. Here are the results of the chloride content for both the tap and treated water. The chloride content in tap water is double that of the treated water. It is no surprise that my taps and bathroom fittings have scales and deposits. While sulfate is an essential nutrient, having too much sulfate can lead to detrimental effects in the plumbing system of your house as well as your body. The bottom line is, you gotta be safe drinking water, and the plumbing system has gotta be safe. The recommended level of sulfate should be within 200 mg per liter. Here's a quick rundown of the testing. We take a known quantity of water, add a few drops of indicator, titrate with hydrochloric acid and heat this to let the fumes out. We then add barium chloride, which forms a stunning precipitate with sulfate. We weigh this with a filter paper to calculate the final percentage of the sulfates. So the next time you take a sip of water, remember that there's a whole world of fascinating science that goes into ensuring its purity and safety. Next, we move into some dangerous components like metallic content in water that you should be aware of. First, we take a look at aluminium. Aluminium's quantity should be less than 0.03 mg per liter. Cumulative effects can lead to dementia. Children and adults who consume water having a lot of manganese content in it can pose the risk of contacting, memory loss and loss in motor skills. Manganese can also accumulate in your brain, leading to Parkinson's-like syndrome called manganism. In animal studies, Exposure to high levels of boron caused decreased fetal weight and improper fetal development, as well as disruption to the male reproductive system. Cadmium does not easily leave our bodies, and it tends to build up in the kidney. As a result, both shorter and higher exposures, as well as cumulative low level exposures to cadmium, can cause kidney diseases in older adults. I know things are looking gloomy around here, but the good part is you can get your water tested. Now that I've established the values for this RO treated water, I feel a little more confident about drinking this. But be careful that the treated water may not have these same values over a long period of time due to the efficiency. So always keep testing and stay safe.